Are you looking for ways that you can level up your Facebook engagement and build your audience? Hi, it's Leanne Cohen's here, digital success catalyst and owner of Marketing Leap. And today I'm going to be sharing with you 7 ways that you can up-level your Facebook engagement and actually build your audience. Because of course, increased audience, if you are talking to the right people, equals increased business, which equals better cash flow. With everything that's gone on with Facebook recently, last year they had the issues around privacy, and there are so many different platforms that have actually sprung up online now. Facebook still remains one of the best platforms for businesses, and especially when it comes for businesses to actually drive customers to their website, to increase their sales, to build their leads. The reason for that is that Facebook is actually the home of 2.4 billion monthly active users. Now, you might have heard me talk before about the digital war, and it's all about attention. Between Facebook, Microsoft, and Google, there is a constant war for your time and for your attention. So as a business owner, when you have a platform that has 2.4 billion users every single month, it stands to reason that it really needs to be a platform that you need to be on, but also a platform that you need to be on and using well. Because again, as a business owner, time is the best commodity or the biggest commodity that you have, and the most important one. You really can't afford to be wasting time doing things that are not going to generate leads and generate income. And it's also why, with that number of users, Facebook has become the most important social media channel for so many businesses when it comes to their social media strategies. Building an organic reach is incredibly hard, especially with the ongoing change of the algorithm. Not only that, people are constantly changing with the way that they interact with your pages. One of the things that we're talking about today when it comes to actually leveling up and building your audience is actually increasing your engagement, getting people to interact with your page, do a laugh, do a like, do a wow. Looking at all of that, Facebook engagement, if you're wondering what that is like I just said, it's any action that somebody takes on your posts. So whether it's a like, a comment, a click, a share, and then a video view. The reason that engagement is so important is because when it comes to social media, you are constantly relying on artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence relies on an algorithm. The more interaction and engagement you get, the more you come up in the algorithm, the more people they're going to put you in front of. Having that engagement is actually showing the algorithm that your content appeals to your audience and it's relevant to them. And you'll notice that word keeps coming up all the time when it comes to online and digital marketing, whether it's SEO or social media. It's all about relevance these days. It's easier when you have more engagement for your content to stand out. And not only that, it also shows the algorithm just how well you actually communicate with your audience and with your ideal clients. Because again, social media is just that. It's all about being social. It doesn't matter what KPIs you've actually set up for your social media strategies. If you don't have a social media strategy, you really need to start mapping that out, because you're not going to get into a car and go for a drive without an end point. It's exactly the same when it comes to your marketing and your social media. You need to have a strategy in place so you know what your end goals are. You need to have KPIs, which is your key performance indicators, so that way you know whether you're heading in the right direction or whether you need to actually just reverse up and go in a completely different way. It's pretty safe to assume that if your activity isn't getting any engagement from your community, then your audience simply doesn't care what you put out there. From there, you can have a look, relook at your strategy, relook at what you're putting out, change it up. A couple of things that you can really keep in mind when it comes to creating content is having a look at the different holidays that are out there. Now we're in May the 4th, if you're a bit of a Star Wars fan, is a big one. But having holidays like, fake ones like May the 4th, and putting those out actually gets people talking, because it shows that, you've got a little bit of a sense of humor, but it means that you're also up with the times. Another thing that you can do is start a Facebook group. Now, I've recently just done a series of videos on Facebook on, how to create a group, how to actually get better engagement and how to build your audience. So I'll put those links to those below so you can check those out. The next thing that you can do is ask questions, post some surveys, put up a poll, do some quizzes. It's all about engagement, all about getting people to react and comment and engage with you. The next thing that you need to do is have a look at the times that you're actually posting on Facebook. Every single Facebook page has insights that you can go in and have a look and see when your audience is online. That is the best time to post, because it means if you're posting something up there and you're getting immediate engagement, you're telling the algorithm that what you're putting out there is relevant and it's interesting and it's content that your audience wants to see. So what are they going to do? They're going to boost you up more in front of more people. The next thing is to tell more stories. As human beings, we are hardwired to tell, to listen to, and to respond to stories. It's part of our DNA. It's what we're about. So when you're doing posts, start telling a story around the post, because people like to feel, as if they're part of it all, or that they can relate to you, or there might be some aspect of what you put out there that touches somebody and they needed to hear it that day. So telling stories is another great way of building engagement. And then directly approach your audience. So, user-generated content is huge. It's actually massive if you're on Instagram, and it's just as big if you're on Facebook, because we are inherently selfish. We do like things to be about us. So if you have a shop, for example, if you put a competition out, getting people to take a photo in different places and in different backgrounds with your product, people love doing that. You get some people that are a little bit shy, but we are becoming a lot more out there. And again, people are inherently selfish. They like to see themselves. So if you're actually posting user-generated content and promoting, your audience, it makes them feel special. It makes them feel as if you care and that you're engaged with them. And what does that do? Of course, it actually bumps you up with the algorithm, and Facebook's going to put you once more in front of more of your audience. And then the final thing is using more video. It's not comfortable. Nobody likes to get on video. It doesn't matter how easy people make it look. Nobody's comfortable doing it. You just suck it up and you get on with it because you need to. And that's just the way that the nature of social media is going. And to such an extent that, actually tomorrow we are launching our online YouTube course, which is very exciting. And that course is it's a 6-hour course based on my previous YouTube workshop. And, I've had so many people in the last 3 years go through all of my different workshops, and they're all actually going online now as online courses. One of the things with video is then figuring out what to do and how to use it. And that's where the YouTube course comes in, because it's just a great way to get everything set up and you have an understanding of what to do. There are the 7 main ways, but a couple of things just to keep in mind when you are posting. It's all about teaching and entertaining and informing people, or even inspiring them. As a business owner, I know that you want to get out there and you do want to have increased sales and a bigger audience, but your audience on Facebook is not interested in a sales pitch, and they're not going to engage with one. So if you keep showing up and you're teaching them and you're entertaining them, or you're being inspirational, then that's one way of getting engagement, because people are going to be wanting to see what it is that you put out there every single time. The next thing is actually knowing your audience. With anything, any videos that I do, regardless of what social media platform or digital marketing platform that I talk about, it always starts with knowing who your ideal client is, because you need to talk to that one person. It doesn't mean that you're cutting everybody else out. It just means that you become very, very clear on the message that you use. If you know exactly who your audience is, you know what it is that is going to inspire them and entertain them and to keep them engaged. The next thing is to keep it short. 88% of people view Facebook on their mobile now, which is a massive, massive statistic. Nobody's going to sit on their phone for 3 hours while you waffle on. Not only that, but Facebook's data actually shows that people scrolling through the newsfeed on their mobile devices spend 1.7 seconds to look at an item or to look at a piece of content. And in actual fact, Even people browsing on a computer only spend 2.5 seconds per piece of content. Keep it short, keep it relevant, because one good thing out of all of that is people can actually recall what they see, even if they viewed it for 0.25 of a second. So it's pretty impressive what our brains are like. But the whole idea is you've got to get their attention, so act fast. So keep it short, keep it sweet, and do it so that you do your posts in such a way that you are engaging people and getting them to stop and like, love, share, comment on your post. Focus on quality. It's not about putting a million things out there. It's about putting quality content out there. Teach, engage, inspire, and inform. And then use great images. The next thing is to interact with your followers. This is social media. You have to be social. So if somebody comments, reply. And then, of course, making sure that the information and the post that you're putting out there is, native to them. You don't want to be having somebody that's going onto every single platform and you've got exactly the same thing happening all the time. Or you post something and you're directing them off Facebook straight away. Posting native content means that you're actually uploading directly to Facebook. A classic case in point is, like I said at the beginning of this, that the three main players, which are Microsoft, Google, and Facebook, are all at war for attention of your time. If you have a YouTube video that you post on Facebook, Facebook is not going to promote it, because all you're doing is directing that person off their platform to their competitor. So why on earth would they put it in front of their audience if it's literally just taking them off? The same with directing people straight to your website. That's why when it comes to e-commerce, Facebook and Instagram now have shopping directly from posts, because this war for your time is to keep that person on their platform, not bumping them off. So where you can, keep your posts native and keep people on Facebook for as much as possible, but still getting them engaged. So like I said, the 7 ways to actually level up and get that engagement and start building that audience is to celebrate holidays and have fun posts going out that are going to inspire people to actually engage with you. Start a Facebook group. If you're not too sure what that's about, I do have a previous video. I think I actually have a couple of previous videos. I'll put the links in. Post surveys, ask questions, do polls, get people engaging with you, and then make sure that you are posting when your audience is online, because the sooner you get someone commenting on a post, the sooner you're going to be bumping up the algorithm. Tell stories. Start looking at doing your user-generated content and getting your clients to post things up. And then, of course, the final thing, use a lot more videos while you're telling the stories. So that is the 7 ways to just start leveling up your Facebook audience and start building your engagement. If you are ready to lose the marketing overwhelm and take the marketing leap, please reach out, because I am here to help, whether it is the done for you through my agency, Marketing Leap, where we have the full service agency with websites, SEO, social media, even lead generation. Or if you do want that training and education, like I said, we've got the YouTube course launching tomorrow, which I'm very excited about, with the other 11 different subjects of digital marketing and how to grow your business online, launching over the next couple of months. So, the training will be out there to help you start growing your business and start growing your online presence and have an understanding of exactly how you need to market your business. So I hope that has been of some use to you today. If you have any questions, if there's something else that you'd like to learn about, please comment below. So, I have an idea of what it is that I can talk about that's going to help you and help you grow your business. And in the meantime, have an amazing week, and I will see you again next Monday. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out my previous videos on how to maximize your Facebook marketing, tips on how to grow your Facebook group, and tips on how to grow your Facebook organically. Make sure that you click the bell so you get notified every time we post a brand new video, And don't forget to click subscribe, then you'll get notified and you won't miss out on how to grow your business online and the tips that we post every week.